So we were just going through some dates, and they bought Grandview Farm in 1932.
Bottom of the Depression.
Right. And so all of you are going to the Mahomet schools. Of course, Mom is born in 1931. She was just a baby.
That's right.
And then in 1944, they moved into Champaign.
That's correct.
But you're 5 years older than Mom. So
That's
your
correct.
birth year is 1926?
Yeah.
26.
I was born 26.
So you went to high school in Mahomet.
That's correct.
And how many students were in that high school?
Pardon me? 600.
In Mahomet's high school?
It was out in the country, little edge town. And there was 35 in our class. Half of them never finished. They were farm kids.
Okay. So when you finished high school in Mahomet.
Yes.
And that was in
44.
The same year that the parents moved into Champaign.
That's correct.
You went right into the the Navy.
Yeah.
And that's when you were training to be a bombardier.
Yeah, for the invasion of Japan.
For the invasion of Japan.
Planned invasion.
And you said you went to 7 Navy bases for different trainings?
Yeah.
Took over a year?
Yeah.
And that the training was very intense because they knew they wanted to go forward on that. They wanted to invade Japan.
1 million Allies went into Europe. 2 million of us, they said, were going to go into Japan.
Oh. So what was the purpose of bombing it by nuclear warheads?
To end the war.
So that you wouldn't have to send 2 million troops into Japan.
No, we all came home. Well, not all. A few of them stayed in.
Well, there was definitely Pacific theater, like the Battle of Midway.
That's right.
Different places, Okinawa.
That's right.
But you were in a bombardier crew.
That's correct.
So your last Navy base you were at, where they were training you to go out for the 3rd nuclear strike.
For the invasion of Japan.
Was at Bremerton.
No, I had that. I ended up at Texas.
Oh, okay.
And we had our orders on Monday to go to the island and for the invasion. Tuesday morning, the next morning.
December
7th, I think it is.
No, that's Pearl Harbor. But this is 1940.
So the war ended 40. I went in for 45. In 45. And the war ended. The next morning, they dropped the atomic bomb on Hiroshima.
Right.
Their president called our president and wanted to surrender, but he wanted to put the senior minister in charge of the country. And the president we had, Truman, he swore about half the time, Dad said. He said, "Go to hell, you SOB," and hung up.
Okay.
And Friday morning, again, a weekday, again, 8:30 in the morning, they dropped the second atomic bomb. And
Nagasaki.
It killed 35,000,000. The first one killed 250,000. And then the president called our president again and said, "We want to surrender and we'll do what you want us to do." He says, "Good. I'll put the best general that ever lived, McArthur,
right,
in charge of your country.
Occupation forces.
And end the conversation."